Yeah! Welcome to Yes Baby Vintage and Therapy, everybody. If you can't afford therapy, just open a vintage store. That's how bad it is in America, everybody. Anybody going to therapy? Anybody actually doing therapy? Yeah, a couple people doing therapy. Not a lot of dudes going to therapy. You need to start going to therapy. Yeah, because dudes who don't go to therapy, they think like this. They're like, huh, women are so complicated. Women are so complicated. How are we supposed to figure them out? Ladies aren't complicated, bros. In my opinion, women want 3 things in this world. See how quiet it got? All the women are like, let him talk. In my opinion, women want 3 things in this world. You want cheese.
Yeah.
You want orgasms. And they want you to go to therapy, mustache face. Yeah. Work through your own bullshit on your own. She's tired of this shit. I don't care if none of you dudes like me right now. You hear how right I am? I see some of your faces like, no, my lady's lactose intolerant. She's still eating that cheese. You know how good cheese is? Like, you know it's going to make you shit your pants. You're like, I'm still eating that cheese. That's all I want. Well, you ladies, you want a 4th thing. It's come to my attention. You want a 4th thing. You want pockets.
Yes.
Yeah, right, gals? Big enough to fit the whole cell phone, damn it, yeah. You dudes don't know this, but it's a struggle out in these clothing streets for these gals. If you don't believe me, go on any social media platform and you search #PocketJoy. And you watch women discover pockets in their sundresses. You've never made her come that hard, I promise you. It's like the sundresses, pockets on. I don't drink or do drugs anymore. That's me. Some of you are impressed, but the rest of you are like, quitter! That's cool with me. Drink up, have a good time, you know? Like, I'm not a sober person who cares what you do. I'm more concerned with the drugs you aren't doing. Like, round of applause, how many people have eaten mushrooms? Where are we at?
Woo, yeah.
For those you nerds, why not? You don't want to know what the color blue sounds like? They got a lot of great drinks here at the makeshift bar, but not one of them is like, hey, try this IPA. You're going to hear the rainbow, motherfucker. Being sober's all right. If you don't got to, don't. But like, sober people, like, I don't care what anybody does. The only thing that kind of annoys me and other sober people, I'll let you in, little VH1 behind the music, is when you see someone post on social media like, sober from cocaine, 7 years, don't even miss it. That just means you smoke hella weed, okay? Which is fine, harm reduction, okay? Harm reduction, that's the thing, but that's not sober, okay? It's like, have you ever felt every feeling for 10 years? Did you ever have to raw dog a global pandemic with nothing but cold brew and exercise? Oh, your pandemic was hard with your weed delivery service? To be alone with my own thoughts for like 2 years. Ugh. Like, my drug of choice now is coffee. And coffee to an alcoholic is very important. Like, if it's been 24 hours and I haven't had a good cup, I'll crush up the grounds and I'm gonna get some stuff done today. Right, but I drink real coffee. Like, I don't understand the Keurig at all. Like, who drinks 1 cup of coffee? Who does 1 line of cocaine? No one we want to hang out with, right? Like, a K-cup is like a key bump of coffee. Like, I'll do a K-cup if I'm getting paid at 5 o'clock. I can go out and buy an 8-bottle of Colombian. Dark roast. All right, some of you guys are not laughing. Colombia does 2 things real well. Coffee and booger sugar. And if you're still not laughing, yes, I know. There was a bold move for me to do a cocaine joke. And this is clearly the meth side of town. People like to compare their struggles to mine, though. Sometimes, like, this girl came up to me. She's like, hey, congratulations on 11 years sober. I know exactly how hard that is. I'm like, oh, word, you're sober too? She's like, no. I'm gluten intolerant. What? She's like, yeah, it's kind of the same. I'm like, I don't think it is. She's like, it's totally the same. Listen. I can't even have 1 Coors Light or my stomach hurts so bad. I won't go to work the next day. So yeah, if I tap the Rockies, I'm never showing up to work again. And she's still trying there. She's like, it's kind of the same. Cause like, listen. Sometimes I'll go cold turkey for a while, and I'll slip up, and I'll eat a muffin. Muffins are good. Like, I'm not gonna argue that. But I looked her dead in the eyes and said, hey, have you ever eaten 12 muffins and tried to fight your dad? Right? Because it's not the same. Because if it was the same, I could imagine her sitting outside of a bakery at like 7 in the morning. And the baker comes out. He's like, motherfucker, not again. I thought I told you not to come around here anymore. She's like, but Jim, I just need one more scone to get me through the morning. Like, I feel like comparing your gluten intolerance to someone's alcoholism is like, if your leg falls asleep, and then you go and tell an amputee about it. Like, my leg's all tingly, you get it, right? He's like, I was in Nam. Oh, yep, feeling all the feelings. Now I'm gonna bring the energy down lower than it could possibly go. So my father passed away a few years ago. Don't worry, it was classic cancer, not COVID, everybody. A little throwback Thursday cancer, right? And you guys are getting uncomfortable like you were getting when Corey was talking about grief, because all you've ever lost is your fucking puppies, okay? Oh, you guys got alive dads, you hacks? You got stuff to do on Father's Day? Oh, I'm sorry, your dad doesn't take you golfing? Well, mine's dead. Like, and grief happens, we don't talk about it. That's why you guys getting tight in your little unwashed booty holes. Okay? You know why I know they're unwashed? We're sitting in a vintage store watching comedy right now. Okay? Y'all would rather buy 1970s cardigans than a bidet. I know it. And people will say dumb shit to you when you're grieving. People will say dumb shit. Like this dude came up to me, he's like, hey man, I'm sorry you lost your father. I'm like, well, I didn't lose him. I know exactly where he is. I spent a lot of money to put him there. Death is expensive as shit. My man with the gray hair, you know what I'm talking about. You're knocking on the door, right? And I said this to the guy, and he got uncomfortable like 90% of you guys are getting. He's like, oh man, I'm sorry, go, oh. Like I was hitting him with paintballs, like, back up. What I meant to say was my dad left us when I was 9, so I get it. Oh, your dad left you, huh? Oh, bye-bye. He probably left because he know you grew up to say dumb shit like that. Like, it's not like my dad went to the great cigarette store in the sky and never came back, okay? And grief happens, and I'm from the Midwest. We do grief the best. We do it the best, right? Because after it happened, my friend, she called me, she said, Dave, I want to make you a lasagna. I'm like, fuck yeah. Grief lasagna is the best lasagna, we know this, right? So the next day she brings me this big heaping tray of lasagna, and I'm so grateful for it. It was such a nice gesture. And if you remember nothing about this set tonight, remember this. Food and money help with grief. Thoughts and prayers? Too low carb, everybody. Too low carb. I need some pasta when I'm sad. So I get the tray of it, I bring it in the house, and I peel back the tin foil. I'm so stoked. And I cut into it. She had put vegetables in the lasagna. Yeah, like carrots and squash and shit. I took one bite, and it was like my dad died all over again, everybody.